Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. This is my channel. I am Jack Riley. So if this is your first time watching or coming across any of my video, well, you're highly welcome. In this channel, I talk about educational success, give tips and advices to JAMBites, anybody that is like praying for JAMB, or not only JAMB, any exam actually. I just give them tips on how to be successful in that. So if you're interested in those type of content or you want to build your CHPA, you can just click the subscribe button down below, and if you like this video, then click like, and if you have anything you want to say after watching this video, then you can comment it down below in the comment section. Well, if this is not your first time coming across my video, well, you're highly welcome. Thank you for the support, and yeah, that's all. I hope you've subscribed. Anyways, now I think you already know what this video is all about from the title, how I got 300 plus in JAMB. Yes, I got above 300 in JAMB. So I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to say the exact score here. I'm just going to I'm not saying the exact score, but just I got 300 and above, and yeah, I use that to gain admission into Medical State University to study medicine and surgery. So yeah, so like I said in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how I scored 300 and above in JAMB. So I would advise you actually watch this video to the end. So yeah, having past questions. Now you'll be like, past question, yeah, all of us have it. So what's new, what's different? Okay, one thing is that yeah, every JAMBite have a past question, but not every JAMBite have the past questions. You'll be like, what does that mean? I know you'll be like, so what does that mean? Okay, it's not every past question you see in the market that you just rush and buy. Okay, that is one thing, there are some past questions that you will buy, that when you're using, they'll just tell you the questions are there. When you check the answer, they'll just say, number one is A, finish. They'll not tell you why number one is A and why the other options are wrong. They won't give you a brief explanation or a short summary note on that question entirely. They'll just say, number one is A, and you just take it like that. And to be honest, if you have those type of past questions, I'll advise you stop using it and also throw them away. Yes, because those type of past question leads to crowning. Yes, yeah, you'll be crowning, and most times most of those questions in those type of past question are not correct. I'm going to put example of the, let me say, bad past questions. So I'm going to put a picture on the video here. So if you are using any of these past questions, just stop. Now I'm also going to put a picture of the past question that I used that are kind of good. Yeah, so by a past question that when you check the answers, they tell you, okay, number one is A, and they'll tell you the reason why number one is correct, why number one is A. They'll tell you why it's A, and they'll tell you why option B, C, and D are wrong. They'll give you a brief summary of that whole question, so that it will not look as if you are crowning, but that you are reading. You understand? So yeah, so if you have those past questions that explains their answers very well, that means you're on the right track. If you don't have any of those past questions, please bye. The next thing I will advise you all to do is read textbooks. Textbook. You'll be like, textbooks are so underrated. Yeah, textbooks are so underrated. They are so underrated. Most of the JAMBites, or most of the people praying for JAMB, they tend to only focus or rely on past question alone. They tend to rely on past question alone. If you look at those people that score above 300 in JAMB, most of them, if you ask them how did they prepare, they'll tell you they read textbooks, and that's the truth. You cannot score high in JAMB, or you cannot score above 300 in JAMB just relying solely on past questions without you reading textbook. That's a huge line. While there are some people who read textbooks but they still end up scoring low. Why? How would you be reading essential textbook for JAMB? Who does that? Is it WAEC you're preparing for? I keep on I keep on telling my friends or people who ask me for advice, I keep on telling them that essential textbook is for people who want to write WAEC, not for people who want to write JAMB. You do not read that type of textbook because essential textbook, I know why a lot of people like essential textbook because it is very, very easy to read. Yes, I've read that textbook before. It is very easy to read. But this is JAMB we're talking about. JAMB is not WAEC, it's not your like a normal school exam. JAMB is an exam that is very, very, very difficult. You get. So you need to prepare to the max. Please pick textbooks that are very, very good. Like, for you to know a good textbook, if you see any textbook that is big, that is a sign of a good textbook because it contains a lot. Because the type of textbook that JAM uses are textbooks that contains a lot that are very broad. Yes, you heard me right, especially for biology, if you're a science student. Textbooks that are very, very broad because like they want to pick questions, they want to look for harder questions you get. And one thing about JAM tends to set important questions and unimportant questions. Some questions you look at like this question is not necessary now, but you will see it in JAM, you see it in your exam, that kind of thing. Essential textbook, this is what they do. They only give you the important stuff, but like they cut out a lot of things. They just give you the important stuff you get, which is wrong. JAM wants broad. You will see important questions. You see questions that are unnecessary. You think that are unnecessary. You see them there. That's the truth. So you need to prepare buy textbooks, read write textbooks actually. Now I will recommend this textbook, New School textbooks. That is the one I read. New School Physics, New School Biology, if you're a science student, and if you're an art student, I still feel you should read a textbook that is big. You know, yeah. Don't read essential. Just don't read essential textbook. Don't use it to prepare for them. Okay. All right. Okay. The next thing that actually, the next advice I'll give to you guys is use CBT apps, JAMB CBT apps. If you are preparing for JAMB this year and you do not have any JAMB CBT apps on your phone, just know you are on the wrong path. What CBT apps does is that you receive questions from the past question, but also add their own personal questions as well there you get. And one thing about CBT app, it helps you to get used to how JAM exam is. Just in case it's your first time writing JAM, it helps you get used to it because there is timer and they also mark the same way JAM marks their exam. You get. So that when you go there, you'll not be feeling like the intention will not be that high, or you won't be a computer illiterate or something. You understand what I mean? That's what those JAM CBT app does. And one other thing that those their answers, they are well explained and more accurate than the past questions. Yes, you heard me. The CBT apps, the answer they pick is more accurate than the one in the past question. Past question, most of those, not everything that past question is correct. Let me just tell you the truth. Past question is most of the answers there, 95% of them are correct, 5% of them are wrong. Whereas for CBT apps, 98% of it is correct, while 2% of it is wrong. Yes, you will not see a perfect app. You won't see that. There must always be an error in it. You understand? Now, this JAMB CBT app I would like to recommend. I will just recommend only two for you guys, which are the Utemi Tejular app and the My School app. I'm going to put that picture in this video. Yeah, you see them there. Utemi Tejular app and My School app. I use Utemi Tejular app, and I'm recommending My School app because some people actually use My School app and they also score above 300. But I advise you all to actually use Utemi Tejular app because in that app there is like a challenge every Saturday. You come, I think there's a time they said, so you pick the subject you're offering in JAM, and like as if they don't know that as if you're writing JAM, you see your score. You put like it is timed, everything, you see your score when you're done. So it really helped me, to be honest, and their answers are really, really accurate and their explanation is really good. I don't know why. Well, there was one time where I already have the Tejular app. Then I said let me download My School app because my friends were like, saying the app is good. Okay, I downloaded my school app. And when I like answered the question, when I saw the correction, like when you answer question, then they will now show you correction. So when I checked the correction from one question to the first question, my school app picked A. But when I look at that question, I'm like, no, that answer is not A, that's B. So I checked my textbook and it confirmed that it was B. I asked AI. AI told me it was B, and I also checked it into the app and it also said it was B. So saying that alone just discouraged me from using my school app. Immediately I deleted the app from my phone, but that does not mean that my school app is bad. Like I said, there are some people that use my school app that scored above 300 JAMB. Okay, and one thing about my school app is it is kind of cheaper to pay. It's not free. Mind you, these two apps I called, they are not free. You will pay to get the full access. And one thing about don't just have any CBT app on your phone. If you're using a CBT app that is free, just delete it. Those are not good apps. Just delete it. If you have a CBT app that is free, just delete it. Because most of those free CBT apps, they just look for a past question and just put everything there and the answer there. Like they don't do research about the questions you get. So if the answer there is wrong, they'll put it there for you. So don't use those free apps. Use the one that pay. Don't go stress yourself. Just use either my school app or Udemy Tutorial app. But I recommend you use Udemy Tutorial app. Mind you, they didn't pay me to sponsor these two apps. I'm just saying it because these are what is helping JAMB Bytes as of now. So what are you waiting for? And please be serious with these apps. Yes, be serious with this app. Like the more serious with the app than with your past questions. Like I said, the apps are more accurate. And that's what I did. I was really, really serious with the JAMB CBT apps. You get it. And I scored above 300. So yeah, is online tutorial. Lord. Online tutorial. That's changed everything. The first time I wrote JAMB, I didn't use online tutorial. The second time I wrote JAMB, I did not use online tutorial. So the third time that I wrote JAMB, I used online tutorial and it was good. And mind you, when I was using that online tutorial, I was actually actively participating in whatever they are doing. And every single day I come online and I make sure I'm in class for their lesson whenever they want to start teaching. Like it is very, very good. And the fact that please use online tutorials that have a weekly test or monthly test, because that is a very good online tutorial. Don't join an online tutorial that they will just be teaching, no test, no weekly test or no monthly test. Don't even waste your money like that. You get, like, it really helped me a lot. The fact that when I read a topic and let me say in some part I'll not understand it, but when it's time for them to teach in online class, I'll be able to understand them. Like it's really good. And mind you, I joined 2 online tutorial. Yes, I was really, really serious with this JAMB passing JAMB. I joined 2 online tutorial. You'd be like, why 2? Isn't 1 enough? Well, to be honest, 1 is enough. Yeah. But the reason why I joined the second one, because like the first one I joined, or I paid for, the first one I paid for, it was like 6K. You guess I paid for it, and it was monthly. So I think one other day I was just scrolling, and I saw one notification, one post about that online JAMB tutorial, and it was 1K, and it was a one-time payment throughout. I'm like, okay, 1K is something very cheap. So I paid one-time payment. So that's how I was able to pay for 2 tutorials. But as I know, that tutorial is not 1K again, like just skyrocket to like 3K. And those 2 actually helped me, to be honest. Those 2, even the cheap tutorial helped me in English a lot. In one of the expensive tutorial helped me in other ones, to be honest. So the 2 actually helped me. Online tutorial is a really, really good thing to go into or to try out. Yes. Okay. In this video, it's like I'm going to cut this video into 2, part 1 and part 2, but it's very long. So this is part 1. Part 2 is coming very really soon. So yeah. Anyways, that's all for the channel. So if you want to watch the video from beginning to end, Thank you so much. And if you have not yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below. It's very easy, just click it, it's free. Then if you like this video, click the like button. Then if you want to say anything, or you want to ask me any question, you can just say it in the comment section below. I don't bite. Yeah, so once again, thank you for watching and see you all in my next video. Bye.